And welcome back once again to Enter the Wolf Time. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's fucking cold in England recently. Really fucking cold. So cold my green stuff won't fucking cure properly. How about that? So yeah guys, what have I got for you on today's show? Well, tell you what guys, I have been busy. I have been fucking damn shit hot busy this week, busting out commissions for people. So yeah guys, basically it's going to be a complete commission show today. I've done no work for myself whatsoever. I've got a really cool hobby tip for you as well guys. Also, one thing I'd just like to say, what do you guys think of the D&D sessions that me, Mr. Pigeon, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's a laptop bag. I thought the dog had got in here then. How were the doors shut? I don't understand. But yeah, so yeah, what do you guys think of the D&D sessions that we're doing? I'm really enjoying them. The art of storytelling just got a whole lot different. But yeah, if you guys haven't tuned in, look at some of my previous uploads, you'll see D&D Abridged. Because basically what it is a D&D version that the amazing mind of Mr. Pidge has basically rewrote. And it's just basically makes it a lot more fluid, a lot more, how should I say, easy to play. There's not much that stuff to remember. I mean, Pidge's mind is that good. He remembers most of the stuff anyway, even if we do forget it. But yeah, it's me, Mr. Pims, Mr. Pidge, and the ever so wonderful Ems as well. We're playing D&D. My character is a wizard called Gideon Morningwood. And he's a bit shit. He's got a goldfish that floats in an orb of water on his shoulder, called Fish Bob. And yeah, you guys should go and check it out because it's really, really awesome. Drop a comment. They're long sessions though, guys. So what I advise you doing, if you're doing some painting, if you're doing some building, there's no video at all. It's just audio with a picture. Just whack them on and just listen. Just listen to our antics in the crazy world of Mr. Pidge's mind. But anyway, guys, I've rambled on long enough about D&D. So yeah, on with the hobby tip.
You wanna press.
Okie dokie guys, so on today's episode of, today's hobby tip, what we're going to be talking about, we're going to be talking about how to create tomes and books. Now we've all had it where you've got a really nice model and maybe a finishing touch would be to add some kind of tome or some kind of book. I've just put my hand in super glue, fuck my life. So yeah, creating a book is relatively easy. It can take a while if you're impatient, but if you give it enough time, you can get a really cool effect. Now, essentially, I've pre-done some of this because I didn't have time to do it. So you guys are obviously going to take it, follow the steps. First of all, what you're going to do is you're going to get a lump of green stuff. You're going to mix it with a slightly harder, with a slightly more blue to yellow ratio, so that your green stuff is approximately this colour here. Now, what you're going to do, when it's half cured, half dried, and then you're going to start patting your lump of green stuff into a square or a rectangular shape like this. Now, it's easier. Put my hand in fucking glue again. It's easier to do when it's cured partly, mainly because it's not going to squish, and when you pick it up and stuff, it's not going to get as many fingerprints in it. Also, what you're going to do then, whilst it's semi-cured, you are going to score little lines into the sides of it. Only on 3 sides of the edge, not on this side, because this is the side that you're not going to see, so it will be pointless to do and a waste of time. Now, as you can see, this takes up the pages. Now, it already resembles kind of like a book, but it's got no spine and no covers. So, fuck, my hand's still in glue. What we're going to do is we're going to create the spine for it. Now, what you might want to do, you want to get a strip of green, so we're going to roll it out flat, so it looks like this. This is already pre-cut. So, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys how to trim it all and stuff later, in a second anyway. So, as you can see here, we've got a strip of green stuff. Now, it's not very that supple, so what you want to do, you want to basically just just fuck about with it. Just roll it about in your hands and like rough it up. Try not to fold it completely in two, otherwise that happens. But it's a good job I'm not actually going to use this piece. Here's a bit I prepared earlier. Now, as you can see on this, it's really supple, really bendy, which is what we want. Also, you can see it's been quite textured. Now, basically, I roughed it up with various implements on my desk, and also a really good way of being able of getting it kind of like, you know, make it look battered and beaten is if you put it in your mouth and you just chew it up and put pressure on it with your teeth. This will create an effect that it's all been battered and it's age-worn over time. As you can see there, well, it's a bit spitty. Let's get rid of some of that saliva. And as you can see there, you've got a cool, leathery kind of effect. Now, what you're going to do is you are going to put a blob where you're going to take some tweezers, or you know me, if you're not fussed about getting glue everywhere. I fucking hate getting glue in my hands. We're going to take some tweezers and we're going to pick up our book. So what we're going to do, we're going to dip one side in the glue and hopefully, actually, John, let me just get this a bit better. A bit better in my hands. Okay. I'm going to put one side in the glue and then I'm just going to put another side in the glue there. So as you can see, guys, we have glue on both sides. We don't want any glue on the actual pages, mainly because what will happen is it'll lose the definition of what you've put in there, what you spent so long and hard sculpting into there with a craft knife. We're going to get what's going to be our spine, we're going to put it in like that, and we're simply, oh, piss flaps. Oh, no, we're going to put it in the middle like this, and we're just going to close it. We're just going to close it off. We're going to make sure that it's kind of level. And we're going to give it a squeeze. And what we're going to do then, we're going to wait for it to dry. Now, I'm not, because I'm impatient and I'm lazy. So, for all you impatient and well, not really lazy, for all you impatient people out there, as you can see, it looks a bit of a mess. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to put it down there, and I'm going to trim some of it off. So... oh, you can't really see. Sorry, guys. We're just going to trim the edges. Again, you guys can take a lot more time and a lot more care and attention into doing this than I am. There we go. In fact, I think I might need to zoom out a little bit just so that I can see it a little bit easier. Just trim, trim, trim. Now, the disadvantage of the green stuff being rather supple is the fact that you can't trim it too well. So you do have to take a bit of care when you do that. Okay, as we can see there, it's starting to look a little bit more book-like. As you can see, books don't have these big flappy bits here. So again, we're going to just trim like that. I'm going to make sure that it's actually off. I should be doing this on a fucking flat surface. There we go. Depending on how battered you want your book, you know, you might want to leave it like that, you might not want to. It's always better to trim off less than you need because, as we all know with green stuff, less is more. There we go. Now, if that's looking right to you guys, then I would say you have there a finished book, a finished tome. However, I still don't like the fact that that is quite big there. I'm just going to shave a little bit more off it. There we go. And yeah, maybe a little bit more off this side. Oh, fucks it there. There we go. Okay, so as you guys can see, some of the corners have actually turned up. So if you just want to pull them down, and well, pretty much that's it. That's all there is to it. It's a two-part stage. I really wish this little flappy bit hadn't have happened, but oh well, such is life. It's a two-part thing. But yeah, you got what resembles a book or a tome. And then what you can do if you want, you can green stuff some stuff on the front of it, or you can just paint it up. Maybe if you want to put some binders on it, you can do as well. But yeah, that's this week's hobby tip, guys. How to make books and tomes and things. Okay, thank you for watching, and on with the rest of the show. Okie dokie, guys. So, on today's show, I'm going to be showing you a bunch of commissions that I've been getting up to this week. I've done 3, which is a hell of a lot. So yeah, first commission that I'm going to show you. This is a Grey Knight Grandmaster. Now, the guy who messaged me about it, he wanted it to not look like your average Terminator armor. He wanted it to look different. And as different as the Grey Knight is, he still wanted it to look still different from the Grey Knights. So as you can see here, basically we've got a lot more chunky Terminator armor here. Starting with what I actually did. The overall construction of this is basically just a Grey Knight Terminator. Got some shoulder pads, still some Grey Knight icons to him, and it actually fit really, really well as knee pads and knee plates over the actual greaves of the Terminator armor. We've also got some of the, I don't even know what these pieces are called, I don't know what part of armor they're for, but basically I was kind of trying to go for like a bit like a samurai-ish look, in regards to, like they have like the plates and stuff overlapping. But as we've got here, so basically his lower torso looks extremely bulky, which is cool, and it looks radically different. Moving up then, you might notice that the shoulder pads, they're actually inverted shoulder pads, which is a really, really cool thing to do. I think that inverted shoulder pads just makes the whole feel of Terminator armor look a lot wider, a lot broader, and a lot more chunky. A lot of extra chunkiness going on. His head isn't the Grey Knight head, because I feel that, well, first of all, it's not the Grey Knight head, mainly because I don't like the way that they have like the weird little hood things around them, like the balaclava-y type things. I just think they look stupid. Also, you might be wondering why I didn't use a helmeted head, and the reason is, I believe that if you have a centerpiece for an army, or an individual character, or something that, something you've worked on quite a bit, if you put a helmet on them, it gives it far less character and doesn't make it stand out as much. So I tend to do all my custom minis, unless the client requests a helmet, without, well, obviously I try and do all mine without a helmet. So as you can see here, we've just got the Commander head, with the cybernetic implant, or Terminator skull, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, looks pretty cool. Moving on, you might notice that his Stormbolter, again, is extra chunky. Now, this, again, I find that the Terminator armor, the Stormbolters, I just think they look a little bit too weedy. So, as you can see here, he's rocking a Stormbolter from a vehicle, which looks freaking brilliant. Got a little bit more tidying up to do here. Might fill that with some green stuff or something. But, as you can see, we've got some extra chunky Stormbolter, and it just looks fucking badass. Moving on, we got a bunch of purity seals, got a bit of scroll work going on here, just to show how extra pure he is. Again, on the back, we've got the top banner piece for one of the Grey Knight Terminator models. Now, I stuck that on the back there because it was just to bulk him out, because he looked a bit too top heavy with his other stuff, so that kind of balances it out. Obviously, it's just shaved down at the back, so it actually fits chaff to it. I'm going to remove this little blob here as well, because I realise now it looks really unfinished and really unprofessional of me. What else have we got? Oh yeah, in between his arms, I've actually resculpted the joint parts, if my camera would focus. But yeah, on the top here, this is just a Nemesis warding stave, however you want to say that, and then the top banner bit, just to make it look a little bit different. I never used to like these top bits coming up, but I've grown accustomed to them recently, in the past couple of months. I just think they make the miniature look a lot more interesting. Now guys, for the side of the miniature that you've all wanted to see. He wanted a Nemesis Force sword, however, he's got a dual Nemesis Force sword with some awesome holy flames coming off it. Now, we'll do a flame sculpting tutorial for a hobby tip section sometime soon, but as you can see here, both sides of the sword are the dual bladed sword thing, death killy bit of awesomeness. They've both got fire growing up. Also, he's got a bit of a bracer, a bit of an arm shield there as well, which is a press mold from the Grey Knight, from the Nemesis Dread Knight. I just think it looks really, really cool, and it adds just a little bit of extra detail to the miniature, as you can see there. So yeah, actually this is the first guy, this is the first commission that I've done. Again, all my commissions are 20 quid at the moment, plus whatever postage and packaging to wherever it gets in the world. So yeah, 20 quid, and you get yourself an awesome miniature like this. Okay guys, second commission that I've been working on. This next one, This is a Rune Priest. This is actually a character Rune Priest from, I think it was is it Prospero Burns? I can't quite be sure. But basically, he wanted it to look really, really epic and awesome looking, individualised Rune Priest. And so I came up with this guy here. Now, I love doing this. I love Rune Priest. I love doing manifested powers out of green stuff. I think it looks awesome. Let's just zoom in a little bit. Now, as you can see, he's got a epic style cape, which is pretty cool. That was a really, really good one. Normally it takes me about 7 or 8 attempts to do a cape. That actually did it on the first go, which was really, really good. And I've kind of been rocking the big shoulder pads pad look at the moment. Now, starting from his greaves up, we've got some press molded wolf icons on his greaves, which look pretty cool. I've kind of tried to mask again, because it's a Grey Knight set of legs here. I've tried to mask it with some green stuff. However, I think that you probably get away with that. Alternatively, what I might do, I might liquid green stuff it just to make it completely smooth. Did come with a beard, however, the guy said he wanted a more epic looking beard, a more Gandalf style beard, so there we go. He's got one down there. It's a fucking huge, big, bushy beard, which is, it just ties the model off quite nicely. In this arm here, we've got a really cool, epic, really big sword. This is made out of 3 bits. It's made out of a Nemesis warding staff arm. It's made out of a Space Wolf icon, and it's made out of a blade. Now, the gap here, just so you guys know, is intentional, just to make it look a bit more ancient, a bit more intricate and stuff. But it's a really, really big sword when you compare it to, say, I don't know, when you compare it to like a chain blade or something. Look. Oh, probably not the best one to show. When you compare it to a chain blade with a chain blade handle ends, it's fucking massive. Looks like it could skewer a hive tyrant in the face. I'm gonna say, I just got to. Oh my god! Clicky knuckles. I shouldn't do that. I get arthritis. But yeah, so as you can see, guys, we've been rocking the big shoulder pads and stuff. Now these are actually Terminator shoulder pads with shields on over regular shoulder pads, because I wanted to look extra chunky and just something a little bit different, something you don't see every day, which I think it pulls off quite nicely. Plus it really adds a nice Space Wolfy feel to it. We've got some plucked fur effect going on over the shoulders that join the cape to himself, which it does disguises it. We've actually got the Finecast Wolf Lord on Thunderwolf mount backpack there, just to make it look a bit more wolfy. Got a wolf icon on the top, and now the pièce de résistance. Well, this is something that I've been trying to do for a while, which is green stuff lightning. Now, I'm not too sure on this. I was either going for I've just broken it. I was either gonna go for something like that, which is like lightning kind of shooting out, or I was gonna go for something like that, which was gonna be like spikes of ice shooting out. I like the lightning, but it was my first attempt. Essentially, people are probably wondering, how the fuck did he do that? How did he get green stuff like that? And that's so very rigid as well. Well, there's an armature under here made out of about 3 paper clips. Basically molded the green stuff around, and then I used the flat inside bit, so the inside layer here of a fucking focus, you bastard. The inside layer here of a pair of pliers, and I basically just went along and just went bloop, 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 bloop until it went square. As well, guys, you probably can notice it's still a bit rough, so I'll be going over that with some liquid green stuff just to basically iron out any of the kinks and stuff. As you can see, some of the armature is partly exposed there, so that's what I need to get. I need to get rid of that basically. But it's coming out of his hand there. He's like, and I'm gonna slash you and I'm gonna lightning you in the face. Also, guys, you probably might be wondering, what's with the arms and stuff. Well, the arms are actually, I think, old Khorne Berserker arms, which just added like a really old school feel to the armour that he's wearing, which I quite liked. As you can also see, guys, the actual overall sculpting here isn't that good. I've only just glued this, so again, that'll be getting some liquid green stuff there to fill in those gaps. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think of this guy. Whether or not I should go with the lightning, or whether I should go with like the spikes of ice there as well. Again, this guy went for 20 quid plus postage and packaging, so something like that. Send me 20 quid, guys, and you can get yourself an awesome custom Space Marine size miniature. Okay, now, This next one, believe it or not, guys, I did this next one in the space of about 4 or 5 hours because the guy wanted me to do a Night Lords Terminator Lord. And I was like, you know, I've not done Night Lords before, this is going to be cool. So I did some research on Night Lords and things, and let me just check me eBay. How long has it got left? It's got 22 minutes. Excellent. But yeah, I've not done Night Lords before, so I did some research, and essentially I was rather shocked because I thought that, I mean, I'm not a Chaos player, I never have been. Possibility of me getting into Nurgle in the future. I thought that all the factions of Chaos had a Chaos God that they worship or join sides with. However, Night Lords don't. Night Lords are Chaos Undivided, according to the great scholar Mr. Pidge. So they don't really conform to any kind of Chaos God. So therefore, not much iconography has to be used, apart from obviously the Chaos Undivided logo. Now, this is a fucking awesome one. It took me about 4 hours to complete. That's taken out drying time, and basically the guy wanted me something that you could use as a Terminator Lord, but he also wanted me something that you could use as Horus. So big power claw, big ass sword, and this is what I came up with. Now the construction on this, I mean, the green stuff worked not as extensive as the other two commissions that I've showed you. However, the amount of effort that went into the actual overall construction of this was crazy, because I found that I had very few Terminator bits and didn't want to use Grey Knight bits because it looks too Grey Knighty. However, let's just have a closer look at him. You might also notice that he's not really got a chaosy looking head. That's because Night Lords are theoretically space pirates. So I tried to go for a rather piratey looking face and put an eye patch on there. It looks pretty cool. Now, there's a lot to talk about on this miniature, so if you'll bear with me, so let me just have a swig of my tea. Nothing like a good cuppa. Okay, on with the show. Regular Terminator legs. I wanted it to make it look like, this guy's, fallen from grace kind of thing, he's become corrupted over time. So there's aspects of still old Space Marine iconography on there. So I decided to leave the Purity seal here. He's got the front loincloth from a Demon Prince, which has a nice Chaosy logo on it. He's got Chaos Undivided there, and also Chaos Undivided on the other side. Now that's from a Marauder thing, I think, or a Beastman, and that one's from the Giant Sprue. Which just tied off, made him look a bit more chunky, gave him a bit of a different look to his power armor. Excuse me, oh, I swallowed my tea the wrong way. The claw, the power claw that he's got is actually made up of Nemesis. What's it called now? Fuck. Not Force Stave. Falchions. Made up of 4 falchions and 1 weapon from an old zombie that I had lying around. With the top cuff of it, again, being from the Demon Prince sprue, again with the Chaos Undivided logo on it there as well. Shoulder pad is a Forge World resin regular Terminator shoulder pad. Well, the special Terminator shoulder pads really that you can get through Forge World. Again, showing that he's kind of fallen from grace. Fuck, I've put my arm in glue again. But yeah, we've got some rather piratiness going on here, like the kind of naval, I don't know what you call these, epaulet rope things that go across. He's also got like a bullet chain, but you might notice, he's got no gun. Well, actually, he's got a Stormbolter dangling there from his waist. Moving on to other aspects of him, we've got an awesomely sculpted, well, not awesome, sorry, it's blowing my own trumpet there, guys. We've got a pretty good looking cape here now. I want it to be like, really raggedy, like it's been lots of battles, really flowing, really make it look like there's a lot of movement on the miniature. Also, there's a few holes, maybe he's taken a couple of bullet holes, maybe it's been burnt a little bit, whatever, I don't know. I just went with what I felt at the time, and it turned out really, really good. Now, you might notice he's got a backpack, and you're like, Terminators don't have backpacks, but for some reason, on Chaos miniatures, I always think that Chaos Terminators, especially if you're doing a cape, they always look really good with a backpack on. It just makes them look that much more imposing and that much more broader. So basically, Chaos backpack, got a bit of a hook there from a Chaos vehicle sprue, so you can hang any trophies on it, whatever. Also, more Chaos vehicle bits on the actual the vents there, which again look really, really cool, make it look extra chaosy. The sword here, this is made out of an Ogre Kingdom's like machete thing, but I thought it looked really piratey because it's like it looks like a kind of like a cutlass, and the bottom half of it is a half of a Night Goblin dagger. And I'm actually run out of these now. It's my last Night Goblin dagger that I used, so I'm gonna have to order some more of those in. As you can see, looks really, really cool. Really, really nasty looking blade. Looks piratey, but also looks chaosy at the same time. So you can get a good downward slash and then a good upwards fucking fuck you, slice your throat off kind of thing. Now, this shoulder pad here, the uber spiky shoulder pad of spikiness, it's festooned with trophies. Essentially, we've got a Grey Knight one there, we've got a Dark Angel one there, we've got a Blood Angels one there, we've got a Space Wolf one there. Now, these are obviously, essentially, Night Lords, they believe in material possessions over anything else. So I guess that this guy would want to keep personal items, like trophies and things, on his person to display to everyone. Like, look how badass I am. Look how many like Space Marine loyalists I've fought and have won against because I've got trophies because I'm a badass. Now these are arrows, but they went really nice as spikes. But as you can see, they're quite flimsy. So what I had to do, I actually had to pin vise through the shoulder pad, through into the actual arm, then hollow it out with a craft knife to actually make sure the actual arrows went in, and then glue them down. But before that, I had to put the trophy in and do all that. So it's got some very intricate gluing and stuff. Essentially, I've pinned the arrows, the arrow spikes, into the holes using themselves basically, but you know, a little bit on the fragile side, but I'm pretty sure the client will want to take good care of this thing. But yeah, so as you can see, spiky awesomeness all round. Now you guys let me know what you think of this Night Lords guy. I was really excited to do this. I was really chuffed to do it as well. It looks freaking awesome, and the best thing about it is as well, guys, it only went for 20 quid. So you again, guys, could get something this awesome for a measly £20 plus postage and packaging. I've done an awful lot of self promotion on this episode, but yeah, please let me know what you guys think. Yeah, I love doing these. This was a very, very good week for me. So, you know, in terms of commission builds, I'm just really impressed. I'm loving the fact that I've got like 3 awesome minis, and I love the fact that soon 3 people are going to have some awesome minis sent to them in the post as soon as the payment's clear. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. Oh, also, one other thing, another bit of a shameless self-promotion. The diorama that I did with the Orc and the Space Wolf, that's been sold now. However, I still have this guy here going for 20 quid. Well, he was going to go for 25. I'm dropping this guy to 20 quid now as well, plus postage and packaging. This guy comes with a load of magnetized weapon options. So again, check my video for some more check my video before that's entitled Cheap Custom Minis. You know, for more information on this guy. He's going for just £20 now, and I don't know why, but I've still got the Mortarion like demon form conversion that I've got here. I'm going to hold it sideways because otherwise it won't fit in the shot. Now, again, I was asking 30 quid for this. However, because I'm trying to shift it, I'm going to drop this down to £5. So 25 quid. That's cheaper than a Demon Prince. Cheaper than a Demon Prince box set to get an awesome custom demon conversion of Mortarion, or any kind of Plague Marine, you know, kind of Nurgly, kind of demon/demon prince. So yeah, 25 quid plus postage and packaging. It's come down that cheap, guys. Snap him up whilst you are ready. This would be an awesome addition to any Nurgle army. It'd be a great centerpiece as well. Also comes with 3 Nurglings on the base, and a cool resin cast base as well. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all for me today. And yeah, I will see you guys again when I've done some more stuff.
Okie dokie, guys, it's now time for the Ask Me Anything section of the show. The part of the show where you write into me and literally ask me anything. This could be anything from why is the sky blue to what's your favourite game system from Games Workshop. Literally anything you can ask me, and I will try and answer it to the best of my own abilities. And you know what as well? Today, we're rocking the post-its again, motherfuckers! Okay, guys, so the first Ask Me Anything question comes from Mobilius again. Mobilius, I can't really pronounce some of these usernames, goddammit. So, and he said, if I could be anything from the 40k universe, or from 40k, what would I be? Now, I was gonna say, no, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna say that. No. And you're always going to be wondering now what I was going to say. Haha. No, if I could be anything, I'd be an Inquisitor. Reason being, those guys can fucking kill planets, man. Somebody pisses you off, you just go, do you know what, mate? You pissed me off. Fucking your planet's dead. Fuck off. Just the power that the Inquisition wields is ridiculous. Like, you can basically walk up to an Astartes chapter master and go, yeah, Inquisition, I need to borrow you guys. I've got somebody that needs to bounce, got somebody I need to rough up, and they can't say no. That's the thing. The Inquisition has almost unrivaled power in terms of the whole in terms of the whole Imperium. Plus, they have access to some of the best war gear and best equipment that the Imperium has to offer. They're just amazing, and a lot of them are psychers as well. And it'd be awesome to just be like, "Down a force lightning in your face," or "Force push you down a flight of stairs." I don't know. But yeah, so Inquisitor is definitely what I would be if I could be anything from 40k. Okay, next question. This one comes from good old Reality Bites. God damn, I love your Ask Me Anything questions. And he says, this makes me laugh. He says, would I rather have massive hands or massive feet? Well, it's a hard one, that one. I think I'd probably go for, oh, the post-it's moving. It's migrating south. There we go, it's gone. But yeah, I'd rather have massive feet, because you know what they say about people with massive feet? Massive socks. Oh yeah, now in truth, I would actually rather have massive hands. Reason being is, I could fucking bitch slap people something awesome, like bitch slap in the face, and just give a whole facial imprint of my hand. Or it'd be cool to have bigger hands that I could grab someone by the face and suffocate them with one hand, or just grab them and crush their skull like a grape. I don't know what's with the like a grape anyway, you know, and the fucking post-it stuck to my fucking shoe. God damn it, post-it. But yeah, so I'd rather have massive hands, because, you know, you could grab people's face, you could fucking crush things, you could punch people super hard. Imagine how big your fist would be if you had massive hands. We're talking like 18 inches, that's fucking huge. You could literally take people's heads off. You could be awesome with massive hands. Just, you know, also, you know, well, I suppose not really. If you're getting a bit of a fun time with the ladies, that might be a bit awkward if you had massive fingers as well. But let's not get into that. Okay, so, next post-it. Next post-it comes from United Wargamers, and he said, what new games am I playing right now? Well, right now, I'm actually talking to you guys with a post-it note stuck to my head. And you know what? I'm going to add another one up there as well. I've got post-it eyebrows. Oh, my post-it eyebrow. I've got an eyebrow left. I've just not got two. What's going on? This shit. But yeah, what new games am I playing at the moment? Well, in truth, I've not really been playing many video games. Reason being, I've been busy with commissions and stuff. And also getting stuff for Christmas and working and things like that. Also taking the girlfriend to and from work. But yeah, the only game I've really started playing, it's not even a new one, it's been out for quite a while. It's World of Tanks, because it's free and it's really, really cool. I like it a lot. If anyone else plays World of Tanks, add Great Jojo Man, and you know, hit me up. We'll have a platoon game. I currently rock a German tank destroyer, Marder 2 or something like that, with like the elongated cannon. It's really, really cool. It's awesome to snipe other guys' tanks with as well. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all for the Ask Me Anything section of the show. However, one thing I'd like to say, come on guys, any question that pops into your head, any question. It doesn't have to be, you know, anything specific, just something that random that you just want to know, or something you want to ask me. Like I say, it seems to be the same couple of people every week writing in, and why I'm not knocking that fact at all, I love your guys' questions. It would just be nice if everyone got involved. So come on guys, get involved with Ask Me Anything. But yeah, so I'm going to have to wrap up the show. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully you've seen some awesome commissions. Hit me up if you want one. And yeah, see you guys soon. Goodbye.